Anywho, guys, thank you so much for allowing me to be here this Friday. Carrie, remind me again, how much time do I have, roughly?
We've got until 9:30.
9:30. Okay, we're going to go through 3, possibly 4 scripts today, if you guys are ready. So if I can get a thumbs up, ready to rock and roll, we are going to get after it. I really, really wish my notes would pop up, so I'm going to have to free flow this thing pretty well. So the first one, if you can see it, where have all the buyers gone? We're going to talk about a hitchhiker, and then we're going to retire the old expired approach. So when I think of where have all the buyers gone, I immediately go to Paula Cole's where have all the cowboys gone? If you know, you know. All right, so here we go. Guys, ready to rock and roll. Where have all the buyers gone? So this is how the script goes. Hi, this is Jeff calling from the Renevier Real Estate Group at Coldwell Banker right here in Bozeman. Kelsey asked me to give you a quick call because we have a client that has 3 children in Montforton School that needs to buy a home in the next 4 months. We promised our clients that we try and call every homeowner in the neighborhood to see if they knew anyone that has been thinking about selling or even just renting their house. Would it be okay if I just emailed or texted you our personal contact information? That way, if you hear of anything, please let us know, as it would really help our client's family. So let's break that thing down for a split second. Pretty simple, very, very true, very, very believable. If you don't have a team, or if you're not on a team, you just rework the framework to say, hey, this is Jeff Renevier calling from Coldwell Banker Distinctive Properties. But if you have a team, leverage that. It is giving you that authority framework. So here we go. Right here. So, hi, this is Jeff calling from Coldwell Banker Distinctive Properties right here in Bozeman. Guys, right here in Vail, right here in Durango, right here in Grand Junction. Guys, it makes them feel that you're there. It makes them feel connected. It pulls down the guard to be like, who is this son of a gun and why is he calling, right? So right here in Bozeman. The reason Kelsey asked me to give you a quick call, I'm giving you a quick call because this reduces the stress level, guys. The word because is a very, very, very important word in all of this, okay? Because we have a client that has 3 children, 2 children. It doesn't matter how many children in Montforton School that needs to buy a home in the next 4 months. Guys, everyone has a buyer. Everybody has a buyer, right? Whether you're calling them, you're circle prospecting, you're sending letters, you're sending emails, you're doing all the things. But does every buyer have children who need to be in this school? Okay, so the children makes it just a skosh more believable. Okay, everyone has a buyer, but not like this. Okay, we promised our clients that we try and call every homeowner in the neighborhood to see if they knew anyone that has been thinking about selling or even just renting their house. Renting? We don't think about that. At least I didn't. I never thought of using the word rent. That makes this script that much more believable. That makes this person on the other end going, oh, wow, hey, no, what? I think Todd shared with me just this past week that, you know, in some of these secondary markets or homes there that folks have second homes in, they might sell it, but then they're like, oh, you know what, maybe I'll just rent it. And it drives the rental market down just a little bit because more units hit the market. This allows somebody to say, you know what, I might just want to hold on to this, so maybe I will just rent it, right? So it gives you guys just making it just a skosh more believable, right? Our idea, remember the reason we're making phone calls, by the way, we got to be high on the believable side and low on the stress meter. That is the entire point of our phone calls. High on believability, low on the stress meter. If you're thinking about renting, let me know. And then finally, would it be okay if I just emailed or texted you my personal contact information? That way, if you hear of anything, please let us know, and it would really help our clients' family. Guys, you are coming from a place of service. You are problem solving for everybody in this situation. Homeowner over here needs to, and buyer over here, they need to get together. And hell, even at first, they might become a renter. Okay, it's okay. high or high believability, low on the stress meter. Cool? Awesome. Great. Let's move on to number 2. Do I have any? I don't think I have any questions in there. Look at me. I'm just cheese feeling this together. All right. So now we're going to call this one the hitchhiker. Anyone ever pick up a hitchhiker? You see him on the side of the road. You see in the movies. Never good, right? It's always scary. Sometimes making phone calls is scary. But we're going to try and make this one just a little bit easier. So here is how the hitchhiker works. Hi, this is Jeff calling from Kelsey Renevier's office at Coldwell Banker right here in Bozeman. Imagine that, right? Kelsey asked me to give you a quick call because a home around the corner from yours recently sold and set a record price. Anybody lately see any homes that have sold for record prices in the last, I don't know, 6, 9, 12, 24 months? Yeah. Do you already know the details for what it sold for? If they know, great. If not, tell them, okay? In fact, a few homeowners in the neighborhood called Kelsey to do an updated home valuation based on this recent sale. It will only take Kelsey 5 minutes to walk through. We have a few appointments available during the week and weekend. Yes, guys, we must work on the weekends. Would you like me to find a time slot that works for you? Would you like me to find a time slot that works for you? Now let's break this thing down, right? Let's break this thing down. Key thing here, guys, right at the beginning, just like where have all my buyers gone? Sorry, I cannot get that song out of my head, by the way. The key thing here is right here in Bozeman. Right here in Bozeman. They feel like you know the area. They already are connected to you. Oh, Jeff already knows where we're located. Right here in Bozeman, absolute key. Then we break it down. The authority piece. Kelsey asked me to give you a call. If you're on a team, guys, team members, use this, steal this, R&D it, okay? Absolutely employ one of your buyer's agents, one of your ISAs, anybody not named you to do this. If you're not on a team, then we're going to quickly shift and we can rework the framework, right? Like that's simple. We just rework it. But the authority piece, Kelsey asked me to call. They automatically think you sold it. They automatically think you sold the property around the corner from them. Newsflash, guys, you might not have. Okay? You may have, but you might not have. And it's okay, right? It's okay. Then, do you already know the details? Again, if they know, awesome, tell them, okay? A few homeowners in the neighborhood called Kelsey to do an updated value based on this recent sale. Guys, if you forget any property that sells in the neighborhood, whether up or down, directly impacts the home value of each property in that neighborhood. If a home sells in foreclosure, it has an impact. If a home sells for record price, it has an impact, okay? There are so many variables to this, okay? So many different variables to this. The key phrase, again, is updated. Now they're going, oh God, oh geez. If Kelsey or Jeff or anybody comes to my house, like it's not picked up, like what am I gonna do, right? Like there's a stress level. But the minute you say it'll only take Kelsey 5 minutes to walk through a home, they're like, well, there's no way in heck she can pitch me. There's zero chance I can get pitched in 5 minutes to get this listing. Because that's not why you're calling. That is not why you're calling. You're there to offer and provide a service. Does that make sense? That has to make sense, right? Everybody that calls is like, well, I have a buyer for this. BS. BS. You're just trying to get in front of them. And I totally get that, but not anymore, okay? So now they're thinking, oh God, I got to pick up that house. It doesn't matter. Like we are good enough at our jobs that you have a pretty dang good idea walking into it, what the value of that home is. We just want to see how clean it is, how bright it is. Are there some cool things in there that might affect the price or valuation up positively or negatively, right? So we're just looking. So the new value, there's no way she's going to pitch in 5 minutes. And then lastly, it's a sigh of relief. It's a stress reducer. They're getting the value of the home, the new one, based off of this record sale or updated sale or whatever the case may be, right? doesn't matter. She cannot pitch them in the 5 minutes. Less stress, higher believability, right? Going back to the same. Good, thumbs up. Cheers of excitement. I know Carrie's bouncing off the walls right now with excitement. So, all right, now, the coup de grace, as they say, and they might not even say it, but I'm going to say it today. My computer would work. Everything in the world would be fantastic. All right, so we're going to retire the expired approach. Well, what does that mean? Well, guys, if you're looking at your MLS and you're tracking certain things, right? It's amazing. 6 months ago, we had buyers coming out our ears. Couldn't get a listing to save our life, right? June 15th, 180. Now we're getting more opportunities from a listing presentation. We're seeing more expired because people were doing what? Shoot, I only need to list it for 90 days. I can get this sold in 90 days. 6 months. Rarely were we seeing in our Bozeman market year-long listings. We just weren't. We were not seeing 12-month listings because you didn't have to, right? This is going to sell in 12 minutes, not 12 months, okay? So now we're starting to see some expired listings. Now, let me build out something really, really quickly, okay? Some of you may have built an incredible business based off of expireds. And probably somewhere in that initial letter or that initial phone call, you said something along these lines. I have succeeded where they have failed. Right? Let me say that again. I have been successful in selling expired listings because that guy over there or that gal at that office were not able to. I did it. I did it years ago, and I'm like, that doesn't feel right. Right? Because you think you're calling out the listing agent's inability to properly market, to properly promote, to properly vet potential buyers. And that's true. But psychologically, what we're telling them is, you seller made a massive mistake by hiring that person. Right? Think about that for a second. Carrie DiPilato, you hired the wrong person. You are pointing fingers at Carrie because she thought for her family, for her situation, for the timeline that she was pressed up against, she made a poor decision by hiring somebody else. When you lead with, I've succeeded where others have failed. We're going to change that right this second. Good? All right, so here's what we're going to do. First call is going to go like this. This is a 3-part process. This is not to get an appointment. This is not to get a listing. This is simply to add people to their pipeline, okay, to your pipeline, so that one day when they do think of selling, they will call you. All right, so walk me through, or let me walk you through this. And I'm going to use Todd because Todd was in here when I was typing this out just the other day. Hey, Todd, this is Jeff Renevier, Cobalt Banker, Distinctive Properties, right here in Bozeman. Guys, common thing, right here, right here, right here. I saw that you had your home listed on the market. This is just a courtesy call. I'm not looking to list your home in any way. Well, Todd's response is going to be, well, why in the hell are you calling me, pal? Okay. Let me finish. The reason I'm calling, my clients are looking for a home similar to yours, and I promised them that I would call every home that's been on the market to see if there's still an interest in selling. So my question for you is, if you got the price that you wanted, would you still consider selling your home? If they say yes or no, guess what you just figured out? They're either a buyer or a seller or they're not. Okay, cool, great. We'll process it. Great. I assume you are okay with me telling my clients that you are open to this at this price. Yes, great. Thank you so much. Is this the number that I can text you if I have any further questions? Thank you so much for your day. Click. For your time, excuse me. Thank you so much for your time. Have a great day. Click. That's it. Jeff, well, you didn't ask for anything. Let's break it down. Let's break it down. So you're going to make the first call. This is the easy call, right? Hey, Todd, this is Jeff. I'm right here in Bozeman. I'm ready to rock and roll. I saw that you had your house listed. Guys, this is the courtesy call. Immediately drops their guard. Oh, well, I guess I'll take a phone call. Instead of, oh God, here's another shark in the water. Here's another agent who claims they have a buyer for my house. No. This is a courtesy call, okay? You're not looking to list their home, and they need to know that, okay? Then secondly, clients. I have a client. I don't have a buyer. I don't have a seller. You have a client, okay? You guys, you have clients. Let's remove buyer and seller from your vocabulary starting right now at 9:19 Mountain Standard Time on August 19th, 2022. Client, 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 client. No buyers, no sellers. I have a client looking to do this, okay? Good? All right. So I have a client. If you got the price you wanted, we're gonna figure out real quick. 2 categories, right? They either want to sell or they don't. Good? Awesome. On to the next one. Good? That makes sense? Awesome. All right, day 2. So here's the cadence behind it, right? Day 1, day 2. Day 2 could be a text message, guys. And I know how much you love text messages because you hate picking up. If I had my cell phone, I'd pick it up, but sometimes that thing weighs about 800 pounds, right? Sometimes it weighs 800 pounds. The next day, you can even text them. And here's how that's going to go. Day 2. Hey, this is Jeff. I'm texting. Hey, this is Jeff from Coldwell Banker. You're in Bozeman again, right? I messaged you yesterday and you gave me permission to share the details of your home with my client. Quick question, Todd. Are the photos online current or do you have new photos? Well, that seems pretty easy, Jeff. It is, right? So here is why we do this, right? You gave me permission. Did you catch that in my text? You gave me permission to share the details of your home with my client. You, Mr. Seller, Mr. Homeowner, gave me permission, okay? So you're reestablishing that, right? You're verifying that we did, in fact, speak. You did, in fact, allow me to reach out to you if I had any further questions. You're going one step further than most, okay? So to the seller, they're going, oh, shoot. Jeff seemed pretty cool. Jeff was pretty great. Sounds like it actually has somebody interested because he's asking if these photos are accurate or if they're out of date or if we have new ones, right? So the cool thing here, guys, is simply you're not bothering them. You're not bothering them, but you're solving the issue. They are thinking he actually is interested in this property. He actually doesn't, or he does have a real person, and he's most likely ready to rock and roll. He's asking, okay? Great, cool. All right, then about 2, 3, 4 days later, right? All dependent on what day of the week this sort of falls out. And guys, this is the cadence, right? So if you do it on a Monday, make sure this one's done on a Friday. Like that's sort of the timeline on all of this. Cool? All right. So here's the last script. Hey, it's Jeff again. Now this is a phone call. Sorry, I got to get you back out of your comfortability, right? I'm gonna make you uncomfortable. Hey, it's Jeff again. My clients are interested, but they are looking at other homes still. I would like to offer you something for putting you through this inconvenience. I have something called the deal of the week. I send this to all my clients every single week. If you're still interested in selling, I'd love to feature your home on my deal of the week. Can I write up a draft email and send it to you? That's the ask. This is the ask, guys. Do you see how different this approach is compared to I have succeeded where others have failed, like you're Superman, right? This is so different than that approach, okay? You're simply saying, I want to feature this on an email that I send to my clients, right? Okay, cool, awesome. So we want to use this approach. Top teams use this approach. Top agents use this approach. People who are maybe not at the top of their game, they're not using this approach. They're saying, I have succeeded where others have failed. Big, big, big difference. You lose that emotional connection right out of the gate when you say that. Right out of the gate, you lose all credibility because you are calling them out, not the listing agent. You're calling the seller out. Think about that for a split second. You are saying, Carrie, you screwed up and I'm going to kick you while you're down. We don't need to do that. We need to build these people back up because at some point they do want to sell. So yes, some people are shooting for the highest price possible. They are the needle in the haystack, y'all. Like we get it. But some people actually have to sell. Actually have to sell. So Let me break this down just a little bit. Nobody feels happy when you lead with, I have succeeded where others have failed. All right, so let me just read that one more time. Hi, this is, hey, it's Jeff again. My clients are interested, but they are looking at other homes too, which is the God's honest truth, right? They're not just looking at one property. They're looking at other homes too. I'd like to offer you something for this inconvenience. Oh, wow. You think that you want to give me something? Okay, great. I'd like to feature this on my deal of the week, a weekly email that I send to my people saying, hey, this is what I think the deal of the week should be. Right, guys, you're providing value. You're providing a comfort level where they're just like, oh, this guy's not trying to sell me. He's not trying to pitch me. He's trying to solve a problem, whether it's a known problem or an unknown problem. That is our job. We are problem solvers. All right. We marry sellers and buyers together, whether they want to know it or not, or whether they know it or not, I should say. Right. So approaching it this way is so much different. But really, really quickly, with 5 more minutes left in this. Hey, Todd, it's Jeff Renevier, Coldwell Banker Single Properties, right here in Bozeman. I saw that you had your home listed on the market. This is just a courtesy call. Again, courtesy is the operative word. I am not looking to list your home in any way. Great, why are you calling? The reason I'm calling, my clients are looking for a home similar to yours, and I promise them. Now, guys, if you say I promise them, you better be doing this and calling everybody, circle prospecting, whatever the case may be, right? I would call every home. Respect the DNC. I would call every home that's been on the market to see if there's still an interest in selling. So my question to you is, if you got the price you wanted, would you still consider selling your home? Yes, great. I assume you're okay with me sharing the details, that you're open to this price. Yes, thank you so much. Is this the number I can text you? Do you have any further questions? Thank you so much for your time. Boom. Day 2, the text. Hey, this is Jeff. Right here in Bozeman. We talked yesterday. You gave me permission to share the deets. Here I am. Quick question. Are the photos online still current, or do you have new photos that you can share? Day 4, day 5. Again, Monday, Tuesday, Friday. There's your cadence. Monday, Tuesday, Friday. Monday, Tuesday, Friday. And this could be for one person or 101. Monday, Tuesday, Friday. Okay. Hey, it's Jeff again. My clients are interested, but they are looking at other homes too. I'd like to offer you something for putting you through this inconvenience. I have something called the deal of the week. I send this to all my clients every week. If you're still interested in selling, I'd love to feature your home on my deal of the week. Can I write up a draft email and send it to you? That's it. 4 minutes to spare. Questions in the chat. What do we got? Anything pressing in here? Let me read through these real fast. How do we get the phone numbers? Fast People Search, truepeoplesearch.com. Forewarn is on there. Apparently, if you use it too often, they might flag you. So just be careful on Forewarn. Yes, Mr. Schilling, I can send you guys the scripts. I need third contact at the beginning of the, okay, Christy, we'll just send you the scripts. So there you go. This will all be broken down. Again, where have all the buyers gone? Everybody with me. Again, sorry. The hitchhiker, and let's retire the old expireds approach. Guys, I hope you have an amazing, blessed day. Thank you all for being here. You guys are absolutely amazing. Appreciate you guys. Now, as the market has shifted, let's get refocused. Let's go attack some of these expireds, and let's approach it this way instead of I've succeeded where others have failed. Hope you guys have an amazing day. Thank you so much.